guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness here on terrific Tuesday in Connecticut. It is snowing, has begun snowing, and it's supposed to pretty much snow right into next day with a lot of accumulation and all that sort of stuff. They are not calling for power outages and all that sort of stuff, but if I don't get anything up tomorrow, you'll know why. All right? You saw the thumbnail, Faddis on Articulation. Very, very interesting stuff. Now here's the deal. I had seen that thing years ago, and I studied it, listened to it, watched it without looking at it and just listening to it and doing the best I can. I didn't quite know what to do with it, as you'll see. Okay? Perico sent it to me yesterday and wanted my take on it, so why don't I give it out to all the True Power community. Anyway, I have played 2+ hours. Let me honk a little bit and we'll talk about Faddis on Articulation and what I take from what he said. Anyway, after 2+ hours, not a mark on the lip, hellacious double C's, unlimited use of double B flats, the whole 9 yards, and some barbed wire, Ace. Now, anyway, Faddis. Now, I'm going to leave a link down below, okay? And if you prefer, go down and watch the link now. It's just a quick little thing which he talks about articulation, and we'll get back and talk about it if you prefer. Okay? But I found it to be very interesting. Now, the reason that I didn't know what to do with it, as I said in the opening, he didn't say one word about how he goes about getting it. Okay? But he does talk about the importance of the attack. And considering the video that I did yesterday, I figured it was prime time to drag this out of drag this out of mothballs and give you my thoughts on it. Okay, now I have done at least one, if not a couple videos on Faddis, and what a talent. What a freaking talent. Honest to God. Check about this for natural ability. Okay? Perfect pitch, total musical recall / photographic memory, and unlimited double C since he was 14. How could he miss? Right? How could he miss? And by the time he was 16, legend goes, he had over 100 Dizzy Gillespie solos memorized because of that well, two things. The photographic memory, as well as the chops that are able to duplicate what Dizzy did. Now, he actually had better natural chops than Dizzy did, okay? But that is neither here nor there. It's not what I'm talking. Now, if you've seen the video already, okay, you see he talks about the importance of articulation, and he was a prodigy of, Dizzy was a mentor to him, and Dizzy was the one that impressed upon him the fact how the clean articulation just makes everything better, and he demonstrates a little bit. Okay, and he talks about Louis, Roy Hargrove and all that have that absolutely precision popping, he doesn't use the word pop, I'm putting words in his mouth, that popping attack. I'm using pop because that's the way we describe it, okay? Now, as I said, he doesn't say, well, my tongue is here and I'm going to, But he also, and every single time I've watched it, and I've had to watch it at least 5, if not closer to 10 times, but every single time I watch it, he talks about, well, this applies to Arbin as well, and he brings the trumpet up, and oh my God, every single time I'm dying to hear him play a little Arbin. And he doesn't do it. He plays some silly little lick that might have been an Arbin, but I was praying for a characteristic study or something. Now, there's also another thing out there that he does some sort of an avant-garde duet with Bilger and one of the Air Force concert bands, one of the Army military concert bands. And I'm telling you right here and right now, he sounds more orchestral than Bilger. He sounds better than Bilger, but he actually sounds more orchestral than Bilger, even with the chops and the mouthpiece and everything that we're talking about. Okay? Now, here's the deal that I perceive, and I've talked about this before in his other videos, but I played, I think, 2 things with him over the years. They were recording dates, cattle call recording dates. He's not going to remember me. But anyway, neither here nor there. Jerry knew him in passing as a professional. They knew of each other. Hey, John. Hey, Jerry. How you doing? I'm going to watch your clinic. Whatever the case may be, right? But Jerry did not know him well enough to actually talk to him about his chops. Now, if you watch that video, you see I think he's one of these geniuses that really doesn't know what's going on with his chops, unlike us who had to figure it out. So, if you look at the video, you'll see he has an enormous gap between his front two front teeth. An enormous gap, which he's had there since his birth. Okay? Anyway, Jerry feels like he is clamping his teeth together, a la Cat Anderson. But unlike Cat Anderson, who did not have that gap, that is where he feels Faddis is manipulating his tongue between the gap that creates the compression and his tremendous chops. Okay? It makes sense to me, and I don't know, but it makes perfect sense to me. Now, if you listen to Faddis, he has a very, very compact tone, with projection and everything. Now, Jerry felt that above double C, he was pinching. Now, there's so few people in the world that have anything above double C, much less pinched. Jerry's was not pinched in that register. He pinched above triple C. Up to triple C, he was pretty wide open. So he made that, and he thinks that is because of the clamped teeth. Now, you and I all know that we want the tongue through the teeth, and my jaw and my teeth feel like they're wide open when I'm playing double Cs. And I'm filling it up with tongue to compress. Now, John, the ease of playing, if indeed he's clamping those teeth and he's filling up with his tongue a much smaller space than my wide open teeth or or anybody else is doing true power, there is the ease of the upper register since he was 14 years old. Now, back to attack and compared to what I was talking to yesterday. He doesn't say, flex the tongue and all this will make it pop. He doesn't say that. He just says, work on the attacks. Okay? Dizzy told him this. Roy Hargrove, Louis Armstrong, they all had that pop and attack. So he knew what he was after. And he demonstrates a few things with and without an attack. And you can hear the cleanliness. Now, he was talking purely from a performance point of view, where he is saying the performance is so much cleaner when you have the correct articulations. I'm saying, yes, that absolutely right, but I go a step farther and say if the attacks aren't right, your chops are not right. Okay? So no matter how you look at it, guys, the attack is so vitally important. Don't listen to me. Listen to John Faddis. Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.